Welcome back. So during the pandemic, community nonprofits faced incredible challenges as funding decreased, but the needs skyrocketed. So this year, Bank of America maintained their levels of giving, but shifted focus to make sure they were addressing the most critical needs. The Bank of America Neighborhood Builders Awards went to Pioneer Human Services and Jubilee Women's Center for $200,000 each.
The Neighborhood Builders Program is one of Bank of America's signature philanthropic programs. It is in its 18th year. And since 2004, we have made grants to 36 nonprofits in the Puget Sound totaling over $7 million. And these grants are going to organizations who are working to address the region's toughest issues, from workforce mobility, basic needs, affordable housing, some of the most complex issues related to economic mobility and social progress that our communities face. The program pairs $200,000 in unrestricted grant funding with leadership development training for the executive director and an emerging leader in the organization. It's one of the nation's most significant investments in not-for-profit leadership, and we're really thrilled to have Jubilee Women's Center and Pioneer Human Services joining our Neighborhood Builders family.
That is amazing. So you mentioned both organizations and you chose to contribute to Pioneer Human Services, which brings me to you, Karen. Tell me about who you serve.
Pioneer serves people that are involved in the criminal justice system. Unfortunately, many of the individuals that we serve have been left behind. They're the furthest from opportunity. They could be Black, Indigenous, people of color. Unfortunately, again, too many of our clients fit that demographic. And they have not ever been a part of the labor market, have often resorted to crime and other things that are harmful to life. So that is really who we serve.
It's such an important thing to do to make sure that no one is left behind and no one is forgotten. What are your plans?
So we have named our new program already. And it's called Unlimited Potential because it's what we believe. And it allows us to provide tiered, individualized career services to individuals that if they are hired, they are always hired at minimum wage in the lowest rung of our labor market. We believe that this program will help move people towards self-sufficiency. And the services can range from career mapping, individual service plans, network career clubs, skills development, support for education, navigation to others. It's just a whole host of individualized and tiered services.
So Jubilee Women's Center was also chosen for a grant. Kerri, tell me about the work done there.
Yeah, so Jubilee Women's Center, we've been in our community since 1983, and our focus is serving single identifying females who are in need of supportive housing and services. So we provide 57 unique individual bedrooms, 4 different community houses around the region, around King County. You know, most of the women that we see and serve are in their mid to late 50s. They're domestic violence victims, have backgrounds of trauma, are also coming out of the justice system on some level, have experienced spousal death and not sure what to do next with, with their lives without this financial support of the person that they've been with. Medical emergencies bring people to us, and overwhelming poverty and people finding themselves in homelessness for the first or many times. We use this holistic model of care to move somebody from crisis to self-sufficiency. We bring them into our 2-year program and we make sure that we address basic needs. And in the end, if we've done our jobs right, they really are earning livable wage income out in our community and have addressed their past traumas and addressed what has brought them to Jubilee and are just moving forward in a really meaningful and purposeful way in their lives.
Yeah. Those traumas can really be blocking points for so many. This money, I'm sure, will be so helpful. What are the practical applications of that in your organization?
So ours are twofold. The first is that we're hoping to turn a lot of our classes that are open to Jubilee residents as well as other women in our community into an online learning platform. The last 18 months has really shown us that we were neglectful in that area, right? We've always done in-person learning. And so we're going to take some of the money and upgrade our systems and help create online learning platforms. But the bulk of the grant, we're going to use to take what we now have an on-site clothing boutique open to anyone in our community. And it's free. Anybody any woman who's in need of clothes can come access the service and donate to it. We're going to use this money to turn that into a workforce development program and move it off-site, open a store location somewhere in King County, and put the women that are with us to work, as well as also giving back to the community and the other women in need. Pretty exciting stuff.
Indeed. Well, to find out more about Bank of America's commitment to the community, go to the website on your screen. Plus, we're going to have more information about Jubilee and Pioneer. And congratulations to both of those wonderful nonprofits. All right. Well, coming back, we've got more Modernist Pizza. We're going inside the lab to figure out how we did all the things to make the pizza the way it is.
This portion of New Day Northwest is sponsored by Bank of America.